Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to stay with us through our hellos or fast forward about 5 minutes to the beginning of the actual practice. I'm gonna check the sound. Good morning. The sound seems good. Thank God. Good morning, Yanni. Good morning, Gina. Yanni says, I'm taking a break from everything and everyone to be here. Thank you for doing this, Yanni. And so important to take a break, especially during the time of construction. I know your house is going to be up and it's already looking absolutely amazing, but I cannot even imagine how much work, both physically and emotionally, this is. All right, it is time for us to start. And today we're gonna talk about yet another obstacle to feeling pure, sympathetic joy for other people. It's envy. Envy, as we all know to our distress, is the inability to endure the success, prosperity, or happiness of others. Envy absolutely hates to see these things happen in other people. The experience of envy only functions to produce more and more dissatisfaction with our own condition and to make us quite miserable. In English, we even use the phrase eaten up by envy. And that says it all, right? Because envy really devours us. We cease to be centered without our own lives, but instead are perpetually out of balance as we lean into the lives of others, regretting their happiness, real or sometimes imagined. Sharon Salzberg shares her own story of envy, which is quite entertaining and illustrates the futility of envy in a very good way. She says, in the difficulties of my early meditation practice, when I was sleepy and restless and uncertain, I would often peek at other meditators to see how they were doing. I would see them with their eyes closed, silent and unmoving, and I was sure that they are all sitting in absolute great bliss. So why wasn't I? Why was I restless? The feelings of deprivation were quite strong in me. I felt like an impoverished child with my nose pressed up against a bakery window, destined to be excluded from the riches within. I was truly eaten up with envy. The irony of it all, as I learned later, was that while I was imagining the unmitigated success of others, these other people, other meditators, in turn were feeling envy for what they imagined my extraordinary experience to be. Just how funny is that? Envy is often based on such an illusion. It is a very destructive quality, and if it grows to be very strong, then it is easy for us to try to hurt someone toward whom we feel envious. But in the end, of course, we only hurt ourselves. How much easier to simply be happy for the happiness of others, knowing that this gives rise to our own. So today, let's practice sympathetic joy for somebody you feel envious of. Take a comfortable position, and as always, take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, your heart, your mind. Settle into this moment, right here, right now. Allowing your breath to be natural without trying to make it any different, not bigger, not deeper, just natural. See if you can simply get a sense of a little bit more spaciousness in your breath, so that all the experiences of the present moment can flow through you easily as energy, without struggle. Now think of a person in your life you feel envious of. Whoever it is, a friend, a co-worker, a neighbor, sometimes even our partner in different situations. feel their presence in this moment, or maybe visualize their face, or maybe say their name out loud. And start sending your sympathetic joy phrase to them. May your good fortune continue. May your happiness not diminish. Or whatever phrase resonates the most with you in this instance. Just keep saying this phrase over and over again. However, if you're so envious of this person that you cannot even find absolutely anything to rejoice over for them, there is no point in forcing yourself to do so. So if that's the case for you now, don't judge yourself. Just how human of me to feel this way. It's totally normal for all of us. All of us at some point feel envy. It's okay. It's a human emotion. So if you're unable to feel sympathetic joy for this person right now, start sending sympathetic joy to purify your own mind of the tendencies toward envy and jealousy. Sometimes we can feel compassion for someone when they're down, for example, but we actually resent it if their fortune changes. And we suddenly no longer feel as secure in relationship to them. So if you cannot find an ounce of sympathetic joy toward the person you envy, simply reflect on the good things you have done, the acts of generosity you have performed, and just take delight in these for now. Reflect on the basic goodness within you, the rightness of you to be happy, of your wish to be happy, along with your understanding of a path to happiness. Maybe even send loving kindness to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. And after you stay with this for a couple of moments, and you feel that your heart opens up a little bit, go back to the person you envy and see if now you can experience sympathetic joy with them. If yes, recite your sympathetic joy phrase. May your good fortune continue. May your happiness not diminish, or whatever it is for you. If you feel that you're still not ready, return to sending loving kindness to yourself. No problem. I'll be quiet for a couple of minutes, allowing you to connect with your direct experience. Remember that you can oscillate between trying to send sympathetic joy towards that person you envy, and if you're unable to do so, send loving kindness to yourself. If your heart opens, try sympathetic joy again. If it's not happening, back to loving kindness, without judgment, only compassion. Now bring your hands to your heart and thank yourself for this practice. Whether you were able to do it purely with sympathetic joy or you had to go back and forth from loving kindness to sympathetic joy, maybe you didn't get it at all and you could not feel happy for this person's happiness. It's all good. Just your intention counts. Your willingness to try counts a lot. So with your hands on your heart, send loving kindness to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. And as you gently let go of your practice, as always, scan your body to notice what's going on for you right now. Physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you, really? As you go through your day today, I invite you to notice the instances when you feel the pangs of envy and jealousy. And instead of just stuffing them or pretending it's not happening, see if you can take a pause and examine the state of mind. Again, how human of me. Remember, we all experience this at some points. Depending on what you discover at that moment, you may choose to send sympathetic joy to that person if you're able to, or to send loving kindness to yourself with the intention to purify your mind of these jealous, envious tendencies. Either way, it's a perfect practice. And remember, there is never any judgment. It's just an exploration. So enjoy your discoveries. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a gorgeous day, and I will see you tomorrow.